which one should you buy? The Samsung Galaxy A16 4G or the Redmi Note 14? Normally, I don't like comparing Samsung phones with other phones. That is because, let's be honest, just like Apple users, most Samsung users are die-hard loyalists. No matter what you say, now Samsung, then go still buy. But this year, I think Redmi cooked with the Redmi Note 14, especially in some very key areas which we will talk more about as this video develops. They gave us a design that, you can neither like or hate because it's just there. Meanwhile, Samsung stuck with their simple, clean design that we've come to know them for. Now, both of these smartphones are made largely of plastic with flat frames that makes them super comfortable to hold. You also get a matte finishing on both phones, which means no annoying smudges or dust settling on the back of the phone or around the camera bump. And speaking of cameras, both of these phones comes with a triple camera setup. I will break down their performance later on in this video, so make sure you watch to the end. And of course, there's also another catch at the end of this video, so make sure you watch to the end. Both of these phones sells currently for approximately $150, but the Samsung gives you just 4 gigs of RAM compared to Redmi 6 gigs. Now, if you love listening to music directly from your phone speakers, then the Redmi Note 14 is the better option for you. And that's because it comes with dual speakers that I believe sounds way better than the single downfiring mono speakers we have in the Samsung Galaxy A16. Now, this is how they compare. And also, let's not forget about the Aero Blaster in the Redmi Note 14. It is one of those features that you don't think you need until when you actually do. Now, switching over to the display, this is where I think things get a little interesting, because the Redmi Note 14 may look aesthetically more pleasing at first glance, thanks to the symmetrical bezels that it has and also the less intrusive punch hole for the front-facing camera. But hold on, before you run away thinking it has the better display just yet, let's talk about the specs. On paper also, the Redmi Note 14 has a higher refresh rate, better screen brightness level, and of course the Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection from scratches and dents. However, after using these two phones extensively, I was personally drawn to the Super AMOLED display of the Samsung Galaxy A16. The colors were always more sharper, the blacks were deeper, and overall, I just had a better experience using the Samsung display when compared to the Redmi's own. Of course, I miss the always-on display that we have in the Redmi Note 14, but I think I can live without it. So, display-wise, I would say you can either trust my hands-on experience and stick with the Samsung Galaxy A16 as the better one, or you can just follow the specs on paper and choose the Redmi Note 14. It's practically your call. Now let's talk about processors, and I think this will be the shortest segment of this video because both of these phones are powered by the same Helio G99 chipset. Forget about the Ultra in the Redmi Note 14. There's nothing technically ultra about it because Geekbench scores showed the same, and in real world usage you will not really notice any difference in performance. You have the same gaming experience, the same performance experience, whatever it is you're doing, it's just practically the same. But I can't say that for the cameras of these two phones. Yes, both of them have a triple camera setup, and these are their specs. In my review of the Samsung Galaxy A16, I did mention that it takes some of the best pictures I have seen in this price range, and I think I still stand by that. Though the Redmi Note 14 comes really close with great photo processing, sharp colors, and good dynamic range processing, but overall, the A16 kind of like edges it out for me. The A16 also has an ultra-wide camera, which means you can capture wider shots, a feature that the Redmi Note 14 lacks. And as for their macro lenses, I actually took this picture you're looking at right now. You can see the huge difference in color, but the Redmi Note 14 had the closer color to the natural color of the flower. For selfies, whether it was in portrait mode or normal mode, I still prefer those taken by the Samsung Galaxy A16. It just tends to have a bit more details and they look slightly more sharper. Now, both phones can record videos up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. And once again, I will give the video quality to the Galaxy A16. It handled changing light situations better, especially when I tried this spin that you're looking at right now. But let me say this. It is sad that Samsung, even though they are pioneering AI in their flagship and mid-range devices, they have completely ignored their entry-level phones like the Galaxy A16. Basic AI features are missing in the Samsung Galaxy A16. On the other hand, the Redmi Note 14 has all of these features integrated into its OS. The Redmi Note 14 has a larger 5500 mAh battery compared to the 5000 mAh we have in the Galaxy A16. So, after extensive use of these two smartphones, you can understand why I would have a longer screen on time with the Redmi Note 14 than the Galaxy A16. Charging, however, isn't very fast on these two phones. It took about 1 hour 20 minutes to get full charge on the Redmi Note 14 using a 30W charger that comes in the box. While for the Samsung Galaxy A16, I used my original 25W charger, and yeah, it still took me around 1 hour 18 minutes to get full charge. But I will give the win to the Redmi Note 14 because it's got bigger batteries and of course faster charging. Now, when it comes to software, it is One UI versus HyperOS. And now both of these softwares have very useful features that you get to use, and it is really packed. But the truth is, I'm more of a fan of the One UI in the Samsung Galaxy phone because it is smoother, it is cleaner, and it is way more stable. You don't get those unnecessary bloatware applications, and trust me, there are so many of it in this Redmi Note 14. Also, you don't get those annoying ads that you have in the system of the Redmi Note 14. For example, this one that occurred when I was shooting the B-roll for this particular video and I was trying to switch between YouTube and my gallery app, and it just came up. It can really be super annoying. Plus, Samsung is also offering 6 years of Android updates when compared to Redmi's 2 years, which I would also want to state that it is not confirmed because I didn't get to see it in any of their websites. I only saw it in some of the comments that I had when I reviewed this smartphone. So take that with a pinch of salt. Now, the 6 years here is super good, even too good if you want to think about it. But the fact that it's there alone, yeah, crazy. So what is the verdict? Overall, I would say the Galaxy A16 is the better device among these two smartphones because it has a more premium display. If you ask me, forget specs on paper. It also has a better camera, a cleaner software, and unbeatable software support. These are huge pillars, things that you can't overlook. On the other hand, the Redmi Note 14 shines in areas like, I would say, better sounding stereo speakers, cool AI features, and a bigger battery, and of course, faster charging. Now, if you are still unsure as to which of these two phones you want to go for, then just, of course, watch this more detailed review that I made of these phones individually, and I'm sure by the time you watch the two videos, you will be sure of the one you exactly want to go for. So don't forget to subscribe while you are doing that. And also, like I said, another catch is if you watch this video up to this moment, just comment 10K below and I would send that money to any Nigerian person. Yeah, 10,000 naira. Let me be very clear. Thanks so much for the support, for the views, and for everything. And of course, yeah, thanks for watching. I will catch you in my next video. Peace out.